Hello, beautiful. It's Jo again, and we're talking about week 14 right now. Now, I'm actually early in the week. I'll be continuing this tape as the week progresses, but I always get to my videoing day and forget all the stuff I wanted to tell you. So here's some stuff for week 14, and it's about that time where the urge to do a longer one has struck me again, and so that's what's happening right now. Today should have been a food day, but instead I'm extending over till tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna have a 62 hour one by the time I'm done, somewhere around that. I like to do one about once a month. It just makes me happy. I don't know why. I like that little jump start. From things I've read, some people are let's do this very, very consistently. And some people are, you need to randomize it just enough so that your body doesn't plateau and get too comfortable with how things go. And I'm of the school of thought that randomizing it a little bit is a good thing. So I have my water. That's it. I'm a touch hungry. I'm going to drink some more here in a minute. But I won't eat again until tomorrow, and then I will follow that up with 2 food days to balance it out, because I do find that if I have the extended fast, if I don't have the double food day, I'm hungry the next fast day. So I also wanted to talk about my newer Fitbit this week as well. I have had it 2 weeks now about. I'm coming up on 2 weeks. By the time you see this, it'll be 2 weeks. I really like this Versa so much better than the Inspire HR. The Inspire HR was fine, but mainly I like, and I'll show you a couple of screenshots of the screen. But you can see everything at a glance. So the first thing, I look at it and it'll tell me the time, it tells me my steps, it tells me my heart rate, it tells me my calories burned and the date, just at a glance. Whereas the other one, I was having to try to pop along to try to get to where my steps are, and it was slowing me down. I would be on my walk and I'd be on that big hill and I'd be like, where's my heart rate at on this deep hill? And my hands would be sweaty from having worked out, and I'd be trying to flip it and it didn't want to go. And I'd have to dry my hands off on my shirt and flip some more trying to get it. So that was pretty annoying, and I didn't like it. Nobody has been noticing that I put my other glasses on. I've been wearing those green frames constantly for weeks. I've barely worn these ones. They're virtually brand new. And nobody's noticed them. I think it's funny. I think it looks completely different. My hair is also extremely long right now. Thanks to the pandemic, it was hard to get a haircut. And then going into the summertime, now I could get a haircut, but it's so hot that if I'm out walking and I get really sweaty, I'm just knocking my curls right out. So I'm like, ponytails, and that only works if I let my hair get longer. So I'm like, let's not cut it yet. Let's see what happens. So we're getting to see hairstyles I haven't seen in a while. Good morning. Just a quick update. I'm about 61 hours done on my current fast, and I will be completing it in about an hour. I've got my eggs ready. I have my bone broth warming up, and everything's fine. I did not walk this morning, but that was a sleepy issue more than anything else. Once again, summer solstice, long days, having a hard time getting to sleep, and then I was reading, and it was midnight before I went to sleep last night. I gotta get my sleep schedule back to right. This is so hard. Oh, it's so early. I want to walk though. And I got a kink in my neck because I slept weird on my pillow. See you later. Good afternoon. Yesterday was a food day. Today was also supposed to be a food day. I had my extended fast, and the plan, of course, was to have 2 food days following it. I have found that I'm extra hungry following a longer fast, but I wasn't today, so I haven't eaten. And I plan to have lunch with a girlfriend tomorrow, so it's better for me if tomorrow's the food day anyway. But so far, not eating hasn't been an issue today. I did try on one of my cosplaying cutie cute corsets because I was wondering, with all the inches that I've lost, where would it be? It would be at the very inner lacings, and it's not really sucking anything in or holding anything in. Yeah, it's not gonna fit in a half a minute. I'm gonna need new corsets soon. See you later. A quick peek at what I do when I'm at my office job and it's slow and there's nothing happening for a little bit and I didn't get to walk in the morning and I'm trying to, you know, put some activity on my body. And my Fitbit does bleep let me every hour and remind me to get at least 250 steps. But I do this when and where I can. So, it's early for body measurements, but because we are at our 100-day anniversary of alternate day fasting, I wanted a record of 100 days of ADF. So, I will be measuring again in like 2 weeks, but this was just that extra one that needed to happen so that I know where I'm at. Okay, final installment in this particular video. And let's talk about numbers. So I am doing some measurements early, like I said in that little clip. This was primarily because it's the 100-day anniversary of alternate day fasting lifestyle. Intermittent fasting in general, because I do the extended fasts regularly, so it's not pure ADF. It is a mixture of alternate day fasting and extended fasting. So it's 2 weeks early for my next round of body measurements. I did not weigh myself, I just did body measurements. So let's look at those final numbers for 100 days of ADF. Bust, 42.5. Now that actually was a ½ inch fuller than the last measurement, but I'm not wearing the same sports bra and stuff like that will absolutely affect that one especially. Chest, 36 inches, so a little down. All these numbers are either the same or just a touch down. Waist, 35.25 inches. Hips, 47.5. Thighs, 27 inches and 8 inches respectively. Calves, 16.75 and 16.25. Upper arms, 15 and 15.5. And forearms are still 10 inches. But you know, there's not a lot of extra flesh on my forearms. I'm actually amazed at what I did lose. You know, it is coming off of my entire body. Beyond that, it has been a good week. It was time for my mom's anniversary, so that was hard. I did still get my walk. I did my walking on my morning that I had to go to work at the office, but it's pretty low-key office, and there's a fair amount of lull time there. So I did a lot of walks around the office. I did have to break that up quite a bit because those are fairly small circles, and I did start to get a little nauseated after a while, but it is something I've been trying to do, is just walking around the office and getting those steps on the days when I can't get out and do my first big morning walk. So I lost I did about 10,000 steps inside that office with 13 steps that way, 13 steps that way, or about 25 steps circling that table. I did take some video clips so you can see how goofy it is, but it is what it is. I also did have a couple of clips I took of my just walking down the road. I just felt like doing that. Took a few seconds out of my walk to set my camera up and popped by just like I was doing my walk. So that's where we're at now. Week 14 is now complete. 100 days of alternate day fasting life. You have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe if you want to keep track of what all's going on with me. And you have a great day. So we're getting into week 14. Man, this one's really sensitive. It keeps throwing my focus and light balance out of whack. So I need to stop saying so. But whenever I do my extended fasts, I do follow it with 2 food days. So if I do 2... So